Prepare to be astounded by this. XRP is being aggressively promoted by Coinbase, the largest cryptocurrency market globally. I mean, come on, Ripple, what price are they asking? Only you know the answer to that question. You certainly shouldn't pass up this opportunity, according to crypto specialists, because the price of XRP might reach $122,580. Let's skip the chit-chat and get to the point. This might be your final opportunity to purchase XRP coins at this price. The most recent evaluation of Coinbase's intention to launch regulated XRP futures contracts by John Dion goes beyond a simple evaluation. The long and tumultuous relationship between XRP and U.S. authorities has reached a turning point. Reports surfaced that Coinbase Institutional had submitted paperwork to the CFTC to authorize XRP futures independently, praising the product as a low-risk, high-reward investment opportunity in a highly sought-after digital commodity. The futures contract is set to go live on April 21st. However, this news came after years of ambiguous regulations, a lack of government action, and a community that refused to budge. Dion's response finally offered us the clarity we needed. An abundance of data regarding in his lengthy post. He reiterated that Coinbase had previously determined in January 2019, following an internal legal review, that XRP was not a security. This was the consensus among the crypto industry's most seasoned securities lawyers. Prior to releasing the asset to the market, Coinbase met with the SEC and revealed that for whatever reason they informed the agency that the listing would proceed unless the SEC disagreed. In 2019, there were no warnings or concerns about penalties, but the SEC remained silent. As a direct result of the widespread interest in XRP as a means of inexpensive and fast international money transfers, Coinbase promptly added it to their list of supported cryptocurrencies. But then something unexpected happened. The SEC filed a lawsuit against Ripple Labs in December 2020, claiming that all XRP tokens, regardless of their purchase method, were unregistered equities. According to Dion, the move was made in bad faith. He mentioned that the SEC had been aware of XRP's legal history for quite some time, including its 2015 settlement with Fininson, which compelled Ripple to list XRP as an exchangeable digital currency prior to the transaction. Since 2015 until 2020, Ripple was required to adhere to stringent reporting and auditing standards. One of the most damning of these regulations was the Howey Analysis Memo on XRP, drafted by SEC lawyers in June 2018. However, according to Dion, the memo did not support taking over the company, disciplinary measures, or issuing a demand for action. Dion believes that the SEC's initial silence on the matter suggests that they did not consider XRP a security at the time. The SEC's later case is significantly different from its earlier silence. Not only did Ripple and Coinbase get caught unawares, but they also believed the law was clear due to the price. In July 2023, a judge named Analysis Torres declared that when XRP is sold on secondary markets, it is not a security. This decision was a huge win for everyone in the neighborhood, even though the price of XRP went crazy and off of big exchanges. More than 75,000 XRP owners joined the case as amici curiae. Ripple, Coinbase, and small investors have been on opposite sides of the crypto industry's heated dispute for years. However, everything is about to change as Coinbase has requested permission from the Commodity Futures Trading Commission to sell XRP futures on Dion's behalf. This marks the end of a protracted battle, and he remarked, "Imagine the huge waste of money, expenditure of time and energy, but we believe that the decision to pursue XRP futures through the Commodity Futures Trading Commission rather than the SEC sends a strong signal, portrays XRP as a good rather than a protection, and could facilitate the investment of large investors." If Coinbase were uncertain about the legal status of XRP, it would not have taken the opportunity to advance this product to the next level. Notably, the Commodity Futures Trading Commission is closely monitoring the situation. At long last, the U.S. government is beginning to view XRP, and possibly other digital assets, in a different light. This shift could mark the beginning of a new era for XRP, after years of lawsuit delays and regulatory uncertainty. Now that Coinbase is doubling down, the price chart could be the next place to win. But here's what everyone is really curious about: what's the next level of growth for XRP? Could Coinbase's move be the thing that sends Ripple to the moon for good? Instead of fighting for legitimacy, the token can help shape the future of controlled crypto trading. And most importantly, will XRP holders eventually experience life-altering gains? The narrative surrounding XRP is evolving at a dizzying rate, and if you're not careful, you might miss the next major shift in the global currency market, even though everything else appears to be moving at a breakneck pace. As Amonix so eloquently put it, the world has fallen apart, but committed XRP holders have maintained one thing constant: their trust. With XRP, you can finally stop laughing at the absurdity of the situation by reminding traders like Steph to look past short-term noise. The XRP community is quietly building trust. From a technical standpoint, XRP is still a digital asset that has weathered regulatory storms, has re-emerged stronger, and it is now the center of serious institutional conversations. People are dreaming big, very big. An XRP influencer, King XRP, tweeted jokingly that the next leg higher is just a matter of time. With Ripple's growing international collaborations and central banks investigating digital currencies, the president's prediction that the market, and cryptocurrencies in particular, will experience a meteoric rise and the U.S. economy will thrive sounds less far-fetched and more dramatic. After $10 and $50, I'll be looking to sell my XRP, according to Ripple Pumpkin, which estimates that nearly all users will do so. $100. This outlook is shared by an increasing number of long-term investors who anticipate XRP's value in a fully tokenized society will cause its price to skyrocket above current predictions. According to Patrick Bet David, an entrepreneur with a net worth of more than $350 million, XRP might reach $1,000 in the future, which is one of the most audacious predictions. Then there's the most outlandish one. All things considered, the claim made by crypto geeks in their tweet that XRP will be $10,000 in the US is based on a complex and real analysis by Valhill Capital, using calculations based on the tokenization of global wealth. Valhill's XRP collateralization model places XRP's fair market value at an astounding $122,580 per token. XRP was important in collateralizing the planned $5.3 quadrillion tokenization